Well, hello again, Solis Wealth family. Greg Solis here with the update. Well, on the family front, the festivals are all behind us. Things are starting to calm down here in the desert as I record this on Cinco de Mayo. This is when we start seeing people kind of clear out a little bit. The exciting thing is Emily's actually going to be home next Sunday. Hard to believe. She'll be home for Mother's Day, which will be great. Nicole will be around a little bit, and hopefully Jack will be able to join us as well. And so we are definitely going into summer mode here in the desert. But all is well with our family. Hope all is well with you and your family as well. Well, market-wise, these last couple of weeks turned out to be pretty darn good. I mean, it's just amazing to see the progress we've made over these last 9 days. As I record this, we had 9 days in a row where the S&P 500 was up. That's the first time that's happened since 2004. That's a big move. From the bottom that we hit right around April 7th, the S&P 500 is up a little over 14%. That is a big move. This is why it's so important that we stay put. You never want to panic during those times. You've heard me say many times, as Warren Buffett says, be greedy when everybody's fearful, be fearful when everybody's greedy. That just simply means don't panic when the markets are down. If anything, you want to be a buyer during those times. And of course, we do a lot of rebalancing behind the scenes, and so we have been doing some rebalancing, and that forces us to sell high, buy low, just by rebalancing the portfolios back into alignment. But this has been a great move from the bottom. Well, why is that happening? Well, the S&P 500, we had about over 70% of earnings reports for first quarter, and frankly, they looked great. Even I think for the bulls, it was a little surprising. Year over year, the earnings were up over 12%. Again, as I've mentioned, though, the challenge is they're not offering much guidance for the future because of the tariff wars that we're dealing with, the trade wars that we're dealing with. And so there's some optimism that maybe, that they're going to start having some negotiation progress, specifically with China. And so there's some optimism that as that gets resolved, we might see, of course, the markets recover quite a bit. The big thing right now, though, is on this Wednesday, the FOMC will be meeting and the Fed will decide what they're going to do with the Fed funds rate. 98% chance the market's telling us that they're not going to do anything. They'll probably stay put. But the key is what are they going to say? What message are they going to put out? Are they going to be more tipping towards reducing rates because the economy might be slowing down, or might they be increasing rates because they're concerned about tariffs creating some inflation? That's the problem. That's the challenge that the Fed's in right now. Most would suggest that they would lean more towards lowering rates because they'd be more concerned about a recession than seeing some tariff inflation. But it's a wait and see, and I think the Fed's kind of in a wait and see. So I think they're going to hold tight here on Wednesday. They probably won't do anything, but the market's going to be listening closely to what the Fed's saying. Overall, it's been a nice run. The S&P 500 is now only down about 7.5–8% from its all-time high. The Nasdaq's still down about 11%, but we've made a lot of progress. The bond market's holding tight with the 10-year Treasury trading right around 4.3%. So overall, we've had some nice recovery. So that's good to see. But again, hang on tight. There's a lot of volatility, and that's why we continue to do these videos weekly instead of every other week, because things are changing quickly. So let us know if you like these videos. Again, we want to make sure we keep you abreast on what's going on. Of course, if you have questions or concerns or updates, never hesitate to call us. You know we're here for you. My very best to you and your family. Take care and God bless.